Let's go Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway for the third and final time as Poirier is set to hang it up.
He's
Last
hanging him
one.
up, unfortunately.
A hell of a fighter, hell of a career, but he's beaten Holloway twice, once in 2012 via triangle armbar, and then once again in 2019 via unanimous decision. Both these fighters are coming off a loss. Poirier got choked out by Makachev, and Holloway got knocked senseless by Ilia Topuria. That dude, that was not surprising because that dude
Bro,
is a
when he
man
beat
amongst
Ilia Topuria,
boys.
beat
Mhm.
Charles Oliveira in fucking like 30 seconds, I said, holy fucking shit, man. I was
Yeah.
pissed, but I was impressed.
Smacked.
Topuria is the truth, bro,
He's a
and
fucking beast.
I don't see nobody dethroning him anytime soon. But will Dustin the Diamond Poirier three-peat on Holloway, y'all think, to end his career, or will Max send him home with that L he's been trying to give him for years? What you feeling? Go ahead, Wes. Talk to me.
Well, it's kind of difficult to say because they both love to throw hands.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember Max Holloway when he fought Justin Gaethje, pointing in the middle of the ring, and they both threw hands, and right as the bell rang, he caught him with the right to the chin and knocked him out and knocked Gaethje out. But Dustin Poirier, he's known to fucking have some hands too, and he's got a lot of power behind those hands. His last few fights, he's won, lost, won, lost. He
Mhm.
doesn't have like a streak or anything going on.
Yep.
Like you
Lost
said,
three
he
of the
lost.
last five. Yep.
Yeah, lost
Mhm.
you. Like you said, he lost to Makachev in his last fight, and Max Holloway. Isn't this for the BMF championship, right?
He is the BMF champion, yeah.
Uh, I think I can't remember if this is for the actual championship or they just wanted to end because when Dustin Poirier came into UFC, this was his first fight. Max Holloway was his first fight,
Mm.
so he wanted to go out with Max Holloway, just like he came in with Max Holloway. And I don't know for sure. I'd have to look it up, but I don't. He might have been. They might have been each other's first fight in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken. This probably isn't Max Holloway's last fight, but if it were to be both of their
Mm-mm.
last fights and to be against the same person that you started your
That would be
career with,
insane.
Right.
that'd be really special. But even if Max Holloway does win, he's still 1-2 against Dustin Poirier. So depends on how you look at it. I want to see. I like both of these fighters. I love Max Holloway and his resiliency and his love to just throw down. But I also really like Dustin Poirier, and I don't want to see him lose in his last fight. But I don't want to see Max Holloway lose either. So obviously, it's probably very unlikely for it to go to a draw.
Yeah,
Uh,
somebody's got to lose, man. Somebody
Yeah,
got to lose.
correct. Unless there's like a disqualification or something like that. But both of these guys have so much respect for each other. I don't see that happening. I think it's going to be a fucking knockout. So one of them's going to get lucky.
Ooh.
Dustin Poirier, I will say this though. Dustin Poirier, his favorite thing is submissions and guillotine submissions at that. So I will be on the lookout, or if the fight goes to the ground in any way, I will look for Dustin Poirier to be able to do that, or to look to do that. But if it stays up on the feet, I mean, it could be anybody's fight. And if it stays on the feet for the most part, I'd sway a little bit more towards Max Holloway's way. He's not known as a grappler or a wrestler or anything like that. He's more, stand and fight. But if I have to pick, I want to go with Dustin Poirier. I want to see him, leave with a win because you see a lot of guys when their last fight and they lose
They don't do great. Right.
yeah,
Like
like
you
Cowboy
took it too
Cerrone and stuff
far.
like that. They lose
Hmm.
their last fight, and it sucks that they're retiring and them announcing that it's their last fight. But it sucks even more because they lost. So
Hmm.
Max Holloway probably still got a couple more years left in him, so he can bounce back. So yeah, I want to see Dustin Poirier win this.
Like when I watched these previous two fights between these guys, like you reiterated, man, they stand and they throw, they bang. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna size you up and they're just gonna stand and throw until the fatigue set in. Just like the last fight,
Yep.
they stood and they fought the entire fight until fatigue set in late. But what I seen from these both of these fights was Dustin controlled most of the fights from
Yeah,
my
but this being the last fight, I
interpretation.
think I think Max is wanna he's going to want to go balls to the wall with it.
Right, but he's cautious though, because you remember the first time they fought, Max came in when they were mad young, just throwing mad knees at him.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And he learned from that because when he got thrown the mad knees, that got him choked out. Dustin
Mm-hmm.
was able to get him on the ground and
Yep.
put him in that arm bar, and then boom, you were done. Now the last fight, they were just throwing all fight. Fatigue set in, then they, grapple a little bit. Dustin gets the decision win, rightfully so. I think that was great to call it that way, but I just think with Dustin being a southpaw, I just think that he's able to dissect Holloway when I watched that last fight. Them devastating left kicks and them left shots,
Mm-hmm.
man, they're stern on him, man. And it's just ultimately you land him, and it ends you points, which won him that last fight. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is going to be a great battle between two warriors. But I'm going to pick Dustin Poirier to handle business and finish strong, man. And I think he's going to win this fight by unanimous decision. I'm going to go
And this
Poirier
is
on
a
his last
5-rounder
fight.
too.
Yep. They're going all 5 rounds. I don't see nobody knocking each
I'd
other out.
love
I
to see
think
that.
I think like like you said that we have maybe a better chance of a submission finish before a knockout, in my opinion. But I'm gonna go Poirier unanimous decision wins his last fight.
I like Poirier as well. I think that the reach advantage, the 3-inch reach advantage, he's got the 72-inch reach. So I think that's going to be major. Man, he beat McGregor twice too, bro. So
Yeah, he
nobody's really
did. He
talking about
did.
that. So
Yeah, he got
that's
his number.
that's definitely a plus for me going towards Poirier. Man, the southpaw, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to counter a lot of that stuff. So like I say, man, y'all hit all the nails on the head, man, pretty much or whatever. I like him winning by decision too, man. Unanimous decision as well. That's crazy that you said that. I think this is gonna go the distance. I feel like these guys or whatever gonna leave it all on the table. Man, there might be a couple knockdowns. I don't think nobody gonna get knocked out, man. I think both of these guys or whatever have hella respect for each other. So I just feel like Poirier, whatever, gonna go out like a boss and get that win. Get that win, unanimous decision.
Hall of Fame career, by the way. Dustin
100%.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Poirier,
30-9 right now.
30
That's a
and
really
9.
good.
Hall of
That's a
Famer.
good record.
Mm-hmm.
He's beating elite fighters, no question. Hall of Famer. Yep. All right. So everybody's in agreement. Dustin Poirier wins his final fight.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.